Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James of the Games. Happy Saturday, folks. One moment. There we go. Transparency. Sorry if I was shouting at you at the start there. Couldn't hear my own voice through the headphones. Here we are. It's a scorcher where I am. Hope you're wherever you are, the temperatures are bearable or the AC is active. In my case, right now, neither. Well, the AC's on, but the AC is upstairs in the bedroom. It's not a full unit central air deal. And oh boy, we're in the 30s Celsius. Uh, it's the kind of situation where I don't know whether to. Hello, Cedric. Whether to. What am I trying to say? It's an open question whether it's wise or not to open the window. Like yesterday, I don't know why the window was closed, but I was in here and I was rearranging. You can probably kind of tell. And oh, yikes. Ugh. But yeah, as long as you've got your AC installed. Uh, it's been a social media, at least on Blue Sky. There's been a lot of back and forth between Americans and Europeans on the AC question. Both between the, like, there's the camp of like, oh, you don't understand. Our buildings just can't, you know, we have old buildings here. It's not like America. And Americans being like, just have AC, stupid. Uh, but then there's also the more reasonable factions of like, yes, the political like drive in some European political factions to be like air conditioning is a luxury, even now, is harmful. But also, it's not so simple. Like, why would Europeans have had AC as a standard thing during the years when there weren't constant deadly heat waves in Europe? Just the same way that I found it very distasteful during the Texas blizzards in, what was it, 2019, 2020, when saw a lot of local memes saying stuff like, har har har, look, here's Newfoundlanders when there's 10 feet of snow. It's like, oh, we better shovel out the second floor windows so we can get to school. Bye. And then the bottom part would be like Texans when there's a centimeter. Oh, what do I do? But it's like, why would people be accustomed to driving on the roads in winter? Why would they have winter tires? Why would the city have a whole plow force set up to plow the roads? All that kind of stuff. Same deal. Anyway, which is all to say, there are real logistical challenges besides the fact that why would they have already had AC as a standard thing? But you worry, oh God, got to worry about everybody in the world now. So yeah, yesterday when I was rearranging in here, I got to the point where I was like, okay, I really want to wash my white curtain. So for now, at least, the white curtain is down. So I put up this blackout curtain. And when I took it down, I was like, oh, hey, I've got the window like almost entirely closed. So I opened it a little. And then I put the blackout curtain up like 3 seconds later. But between opening the window widely to allow the hideous humid air from outside in and temporarily letting the sun shine in, actually, no, there wouldn't even be sun shining because this was the afternoon. I'm all my windows faced east. So by the time it's like 11:50, there's no more sun shining into this apartment. Anyway, it got so hot in here so quick. So right now I have the door closed, the window, I should say. And I'm going to keep on glancing at the thermostat behind me. We're holding strong at 26 degrees in here. Made some iced tea, except unfortunately, I only had one. I have two ice cube trays active. This is scintillating content. We'll play a video game, I promise. Uh, two ice cube trays active, except one of them is all coffee cubes because it's summer now. I want to make some. Hello, Zigga1234. Uh, yeah, it's a mother two kind of day. You're getting my live reaction. Turned out okay. It's I got some peach black and some vanilla black from the local World Tea House. And anyway, I needed the whole tray of regular ice cubes just to make the iced tea in the first place. So now my iced tea doesn't have a dedicated ice cube in it. Yeah, little peach back, little vanilla black. Got a like peaches and cream thing going. I've been doing the same thing with peach rooibos and vanilla rooibos for my like late at night non-caffeinated tea. And I was like, this might be just the thing when the summer comes. And it's hitting the spot. It's not perfect. I think I'd put a little, I think I'd shift the balance. Maybe a half teaspoon more peach and a half teaspoon less vanilla. I don't know. Okay. Let's play Mother 2, or EarthBound, as it's known. Interesting name for a game. Like, obviously, Gigas's minions seem to come from space. Actually, I mean, I guess Gigas did come from space at some point. I think. I don't know. Anyway, what's going on here? A few developments in my gaming. Fired up the N64 emulator or online service yesterday because the Nintendo, you might have heard, they got a new game up. It's called Star Fox 64. So I thought I'd check that out. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I had this open. Can't remember what I was playing. I've not played this, but Greg and I are going to play it soon. It was on sale. And Greg and I aren't going to play this soon, but someday. And it was on sale. Not as good of a sale. This was like 50% off, I think, or something glorious like that on the eShop. This was 25% off. But then Greg texted me and he was like, hey, River City Girls is free on Epic Games Store. And I was like, I thought about creating a new account, typing my email address into something. And I thought, no, I can't do it. So I can't pass up this sale then. So I bought it now. I paid a 30 Canadian dollar premium to just not have another account. Played a little Balatro recently. Beat Mean of the Hollower. I won't get into details right now. I think I'll wait till the next time Greg's here, because even though Greg hasn't played the game, I'm sure he's read about it and has opinions on the controversy. Super R-Type, great game. Shmups, not really a main genre for me, but they can certainly be fun. But I will say this. The checkpointing combined with the one-hit kills you in Super R-Type and in many shmups, just ridiculous. Like you play through this level that takes like 5 minutes to get to the boss fight. And then like you don't know the boss's attack pattern yet. And on its very first thing, it suddenly rushes at you, it hits you, you're destroyed. Whole fucking stage just starts over. Anyway, good game. Let's play EarthBound. I have one more day, I said, because I'm about to start vacation. Although I am going to at least go into the office on Monday. Because I realized I submitted final grades for my summer course on Friday. Oh, I love it. For the records, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be my third beat the game playthrough. Or maybe fourth? Third or fourth beating the game playthrough. And Cedric, is that the one where it's like a hillbilly eating a can of beans? So I've played this one many times, but I haven't played it in like over a decade, and I was like, it's time to do it. How are we gonna get some like fresh feeling in here? We're going to play it on the internet. I have exactly once. So, and also I've started up the original Mother a few times, but only played it all the way through once. So I'm going to go do those two at some point in the near future too. Well, it's the most boring, but trying to cycle. I've never previously used the gimmick stream frames. Or Windows. So I decided to commit, which is why Zega 1, 2, 3, 4. I can also cycle myself through them. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly when. Like I probably won't do it immediately after because I'm a mercurial person, so I like to flip around and play different games. But in the medium-term future, I'm going to do both Mother and Mother 3. Live on Twitch. Okay, here we are. What's going on? Ah, yes. British, welcome. Happy Saturday. What's the heat wave situation over on the continent? We've got it now. It's a solid 30 degrees Celsius here right now. We're up to 26.5 in my room. But the water is so bath-like out there. But I'm resisting opening the window because I don't think it'll make it better. We have to go to 1A. We were partway through the deep darkness when the apple kid was kidnapped by aliens, by a base of Gigas's Starman servants, and we overcame them. Oh, excellent. Excellent. We had an air conditioner in our ancient office building. Like, you know, one of those standalone ones that you have to like duct tape into the window. But ever since we split, we're trying to migrate our undergraduate office from a standalone building that students don't know how to find into like the heart of the engineering campus. That means a bunch of political fights over space. And so we moved reception to a totally different building from the rest of the place. And now just nobody cares about our office, even though like the associate dean and all of us still have our offices there. And so it's very hot. We have AC at home, but only a window gimmick for upstairs. It's rough out there. We had to cancel Friday Night Frosthaven yesterday because Sid was helping set up for a pride event down in his town on the opposite end of this province. Not opposite, we're in the middle. But he's at one of the ends. Back to the deep dark? No, I'm doing the wrong thing. Sorry, Pooh. Gotta concentrate again, buddy. Let me tell you about my hometown, 1A. I like how Teleport Beta also requires a wind-up. Like, it's a distinct psychic ability, but the real big difference seems to be just like, you know, if you ran in circles, you wouldn't have to worry as much about banging into something while you're building up steam. The library is to the left of the shop, right? What an absolute all-timer. No, that's not the library. It's up here, isn't it? Is it? Wait. The flowers in the garden are representative of those in your heart. Treat them both nice. City Hall in the middle. I'm almost positive the library building says library on it, so maybe it's over here to the right. Turn this up for myself a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Yes. The font they used for the full-on library sign really kind of seems like the font you would use on an arch for the entryway into the kids section. But Eagle Land's a whimsical place. Hi! It's not necessary to return the map now. Come back in the year 2001 to return it. Ah yes, that was the future once. At a giant step, there's the monster guarding that spot from the outside world. Yeah, no one knows when the monster made John Stepp's territory. I wonder if he's stronger than my wife. Not anymore. Ever since I beat him down with a baseball bat. I'm cramming for the big test tomorrow. It's about games. Hotel rule. If you stay at a hotel, you'll wake up with full HP and psychic points. Jagged! Welcome. I am academic summer. The 4-month glorious period that begins in May and ends in September has been pretty solid. And we're getting to the real good part because turned in final grades on Friday. Realized I shouldn't start vacation immediately, because what if a student has a concern, or I added their grade up wrong, or I have one student who got a form approved to let him turn his assignment in late and then still missed the, maybe he'll get it in over the weekend or something. I don't have to fail him. But yeah, so that part's good. The month of summer is only like a week and a bit in, a couple weeks almost, and it's good. The heat waves here, but otherwise things are good. I got some irons in the fire. I started taking a dance class to redeem my worst ever drag performance from last month. Life recovery rule. Recovering your life will give you full HP but 0 PP. I bet this stuff will be on the test. We've already read all this stuff. There are books other than Overcoming Shyness. You found the book Overcoming Shyness. Ooh, got the Shyness book. Excellent. A little simpler than in Dreams in the Witch House. We didn't have to go to a card catalog or anything. Hi. It's not necessary to return the map now. I was actually going to take out the book, but I guess they're just lax as hell. The Gwinnett Public Library. Okay. Actually, you know what? What would your mother say if she found out you came right through town and didn't even stop in to say hi? So yeah, so I've committed to figuring out and announcing what my expanded summer stream plans are. And I suppose I still have tomorrow to do so, because the day is coming. I don't know if this is something anybody would be interested in, because there's nothing to do with video games, but I might do I might do a stream just where I'm practicing, we're getting better at doing my own drag makeup. So I might do that on screen. I don't know what use that would be to anybody. Maybe it'd just be a fun hang. I don't know. Because it's not like I'm not the person to be teaching anybody. It's not like a tutorial. I can barely do it. You're back. Don't bother yourself with talking now. You look too tired. Mothers understand these things. Eat some steak, scoot up to bed. And there he goes. Okay, and now to the deep darkness. Wait a minute. We can go directly to Tenda Village, even better. I went the whole week thinking the episode title today was going to be a Paradise Lost reference. Until I remembered, I should say. Oh no, there's just one of my favorite lines from Paradise Lost. I always remember wrong because of the name of the deep darkness. Because there's one part where Satan says, in each deep, a lower deep, still waiting gapes to devour me, or something like that. You know, when he's lamenting being cast out of heaven. And, but I always remembered as in each dark, a deeper dark. So I was going to call this in each deep darkness, a deeper deep darkness. So I wonder, do I just give the Shyness book to the one whose help I need? Shy. And that we are. Oh yeah? Are you so shy that you can't even overcome your shyness? With a library book? Okay. Maybe the Tenda leader needs to distribute this knowledge to the people. This is the item shop. We're shy. We're all shy. Rumor. I heard a book to fix shyness there is. Where? Don't know. Just a rumor. Is it this book? Book can fix shyness. Thanks. Relax. I'll read to everyone. Oh, just holding this book in my hands makes me feel like I'm overcoming my shyness already. I'll really take time to read it to everyone. The leader of the Tenda tribe read Overcoming Shyness to everyone. One at a time? Chat, chat, whisper, whisper. I'd like to give you some Tenda kraut in return. Tenda kraut is a type of dish that all tend to like. It stinks, but it tastes wonderful. How does that work, though? Don't overthink it, it's magic. Here's one thing I'll say about the ending of Mina the Hollower, which is not a... I'm not going to spoil anything about the ending of Mina the Hollower. But totally aside from the actual controversy and internet arguments I've seen over the ending, in the middle of one of those arguments, I saw someone say, no, listen, Mina the Hollower has objectively bad ending. And then he made like a list of all the reasons it's bad. And the first reasons were like, 1, we never find out what spark really is. 2, we never find out how Mina's generator machines harness the spark. I was like, I'm sorry. Every interpretation is valid, I guess, but actually, you're wrong. Those things don't matter, and if they spent any time explaining them at any point in the story, it would make the story worse. It's fucking magic, dude. Ness lends the leader of the Tenda tribe the book, Overcoming Shyness. We're lending it to him after he's already read it to everybody? Who got the Tenda kraut? Aw, shit. It's a photo opportunity. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Intricate camel food. I mean, it's probably just it's bots within bots. There's nobody sitting around coming up with these names. Hey, you. I have a happy little question for you. James, are you sure this is the correct player's name? If it's not right, you can change it. No, this is my name. Real ones know. It's very clever how they're preparing for an important moment with this stuff. Yeah, seriously. You're here offering me regular fake viewers? Not anymore, pal. We only want pretend chatbots to hang out here. James, are you sure it's what you want? Are you happy with the name? Yes. Are you absolutely certain? Yes. Yeah. I thought that you had made up your mind. Would you like some tea? Yes. Drink. Ooh. Ness and friends because they're children. Hot caffeinated beverages are intense. For kids. Like a great tapestry, vertical and horizontal threads have met and become intertwined, creating a huge, beautiful image. If I had known when I was a kid that coffee could also be delicious, like when I was an adolescent, we were like drinking Maxwell Folgers are two different things. Maxwell House of Folgers or whatever. Dried coffee crystals to get through the night. I would have been shocked to know you can actually have good tasting coffee. You may have cursed this never-ending journey. You've known injury and defeat, but you've struggled on to reach this place. Your inborn intelligence and courage have helped bring you here. You've believed in your friends, and as a group, you've supported each other. Have you ever stopped to consider how much your power has grown? Now, you could fell enemies in One-Et and Tucson with one blow. As you certainly know, you cannot turn back. Gigas, the archfiend of the universe, is growing frightened of you and your power. He's searching for ways to end your journey. From here, the challenge grows, and your adventure will take you beyond anything you ever imagined. You're drawing near to Gigas. Remember, when you're suffering hardships, your enemy is also struggling. Have a little empathy for Gigas, come on. By the way, do you know where Pokey went? When this cup of tea is finished, your adventure will continue. Your destiny pulls you in the right direction. Believe in yourself. Press forward. Ness. Holla. Jeff. Who? I wish you luck. Who do you think we're supposed to imagine is the speaker here? Is it just Itoe-san himself? A little Italo Calvino moment. Except at this point, the game has, in fact, immediately before that, the game explicitly separates the player from Ness and his friends, and that speech was directed to Ness and his friends. So it's not it's not if on a winter's night a traveler here. I'm a woman. Did you think I was a man? It had never crossed my mind that Tenda had gender before just now. Welcome. Do this far. Take a rest. Long journey must have been. Hi. In the hole, in we have. Free. Stay? We're gonna stay just in case Jeff fixes something. Okay, you stay. That's my boy. Working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken bazooka. After being fixed, the broken bazooka became the heavy bazooka. Was it not heavy when it was broken? Is that a weapon or a usable item? Next up, we're fixing musical instruments. Heavy bazooka. Items for Jeff. Really dishes out a lot of damage to the enemy during bazooka. Because of its explosive power, it may affect others besides the target creature. It can be used many times. Okay. Who's got to be carrying some stuff we don't care about? I mean, I bet a bunch of this stuff I shouldn't care about anymore. I should go to the shop and just sell. We've got at least a few equipable items that are outdated now. I should sell them. I like the Horn of Life. Give me the Horn of Life. I'm gonna give you something. Look at list. Okay. Will you give us Horn of Life? I do not believe we have Horn of Life. Should have known. You not want? You're okay. Come again. Underground, very large area. Exist. Dinosaurs. Big. Scary. Lost underworld. Stone. There is. Talk lots. I only just remembered the whole Lost Underworld. Ah, sweet. What a great game. Recently, everyone is able to talk a lot, so I've lost my identity. Great touch. Great attention to detail to be like, you know, how does it feel to be the Tenda who wasn't shy when everybody else overcomes their fears? It's complicated. Powerful. High. So, show everyone. Whoop. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Atta boy. My power. Awe-inspiring. Thanks, bud. Here we go. Is this a living evil rock? Or a friendly rock? Good evening. I'm a talking rock. But the rocks around here don't talk too much. The rock that talks the most is deep down in the labyrinth ways ahead, in the lost underworld. Don't forget to talk to the rock. It's important. Okay. You confront the Fobby and its cohorts. Weren't they Fobbies before, too? Is this not an ascended enemy? Well, let's try the bash strategy and see what happens. Tried an HP sucker, low level attack. PSI Magnate didn't work. Green Shock Alpha didn't work. Oof, waste of a smash attack. Well, what are you gonna do? Okay, just gotta make sure that they don't gradually chip away at the nerds in the middle. Paula and Jeff. I mean, Paula's not a nerd, but she's definitely like a goody goody, right? A type of nerd. Jeff's level is now 57. Maximum hit points went up 1. Womp womp. Pooh's level is now 51. Offense up 2. Oh, baby. Defense went up by 3. Speed went up by 1. Guts went up by 1. Maximum hit points up by 2. Maximum psych points up by 1. Pooh realized the power of Shield Omega. Sweet. Yep, it's exactly what you would expect based on the progression of Alpha being a good shield for 1, Sigma being a good shield for everyone, Beta being a stronger shield for 1. Omega is the beta shield for everyone. After going up that way a bit, my gut now tells me this is an alternate route with some treasure, but let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this rock knows something we don't. You encounter the uncontrollable sphere. This is definitely the best palette swap on the smiling sphere enemy. At least so far. Wow, Jeff, that was effective. Oof. Okay. Mental note. Although I kind of expected it. Uncontrollable sphere, exploding enemy, kill them last. Talked a few times about how this game was much harder for me when I was a kid. And like every time I played it over again, I could tell I was better at it, but I wouldn't have been able to articulate why. One way, I mean, I did figure out eventually, like, I do less running away and more fighting, so I'm just better leveled. And then part of it's just I'm older and smarter, and I know this game better, so I'm better making tactical choices in fights. I think another part of it, though, is... Shit. I was just about to say it in a vlog. Oh, I think specifically, I don't think I ever put together, even just with the exploding trees early in the game, that if you're in a fight with an exploding tree and another enemy, you don't just have to run away, as long as you kill the tree last. I don't think I fully understood the counter, the hit point counter. The underground talking rock seems to want to talk a lot more than I do. I can take a hint, Jeez. I'm gonna drop the mummy wrap. Can't see myself ever using it. Ness open the present. There's a super bomb inside. Ness takes it. Is that an item for Jeff, or is every member of the party capable of chucking a bomb? Yep. Very nice, very nice. Feels quite possible, pardon me. I'm the only EarthBound player in the world who doesn't have a clear sense of when the pencil eraser is no longer necessary, or even just like, you know, when it is and isn't necessary, so you can put it in storage when you don't need it. I'm just like, I know there are a few pencils in the game. Better just waste this inventory slot for the entire time I'm playing. $27,000. Bobbies aren't experience cheap. Ness's level is now 64, which for those keeping track at home is a multiple of 4. Oh baby! Offense went up by 6. Speed went up 1. Guts went up 2. It's a verbatim quote. Don't go editing this so it looks like I'm saying, I killed Earl Milford. Greg, if you're watching at home, that's an Arrested Development reference you don't get. Luck went up by 2. Maximum hit points up by 2. Maximum psychic points up by 2. There's a time. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have to change the Greg and James schedule when September comes, because my teaching schedule is not going to cooperate, I don't think. With doing it on Wednesdays. Maybe. If we ever got to a place where we were getting started, or where Greg was arriving a little bit earlier than when we need to start, I had thought like a fun gimmick would be every time he gets here, I should make him watch an episode of Arrested Development. And we'd have something to talk about too. We'd have additional content. This is a nice combat background. Ness opened the present. There's a luck capsule inside, but he's got too much stuff already. Not so lucky after all. Got all kinds of good things. Do we have anything you know what? We're not going to use the lucky coin anymore. We're not going to re-equip it. The economy is broken by this point in the game. As happens in many RPGs. Something I certainly noticed, but never fully thought about. Let's look here. 62, 80, 59, 51. Alright, who needs it? The CRPG addict. This criticism of many RPGs is what finally made it, like, gave me a clear sense of, like, how to describe. Yeah, it's just usually an economic balancing problem, where at a certain point, you've progressed to just not really needing to worry about money anymore. In some games, of course, the Pool of Radiance is absurd for this, because money has weight. And so you're finding all this money, and then it's weighing you down. There's no bank in the game, and except for leveling up, you pretty quickly run out of things to buy. There's nowhere where we can buy magic items in a shop, like a secret shop or anything. Or if there is, I never found it. And so what I just wound up doing was I would wait till I was back in town. The name of the town in Pool of Radiance is escaping me. But I'd wait till I was back in the town and then drop it on the ground and tell myself that I was, being generous. Paul's level is now 59. Offense went up 1, speed up 1, maximum hit points up 2, psychic points up 1. Pooh's level is now 52. 13, multiple of 4. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 4. Oh, baby. Defense went up by 3. Speed went up by 2. Luck went up 1. Maximum hit points up 1. Psychic points up 1. Pooh realized the power of healing Omega, which I'm almost positive I've already reasoned out what it does, but let's just make sure I'm right. In addition to the effects of healing Pi, this revives a friend who has become unconscious and completely maxes out that person's hit points. It's expansive. And Pooh doesn't have a lot of psychic points. So like if we're keeping that one in the tank for fights, Gotta think about, you know, gotta be careful with poo. Or you just gotta be willing to, you know, give him a brain food lunch or whatever. Thanks for talking to me. You're welcome. Uh-oh. You confront the conducting spirit and its cohort. If only I had the Franklin badge. That'd probably be a more valuable thing to carry around for the entire game than the pencil eraser. The pencil eraser was very situational. So is the, don't kill poo. Don't kill poo. Fine, kill poo. I don't even like poo. No, we like poo. We gotta bring him back. But we'll get in the fight. Done. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Jeff's level's now 58. Vitality went up 1. IQ went up 1. Max HP went up 12. Hope we get this on the first try. Ness tried healing pie. Who was revived? Good stuff. Life up beta. Whose hit points are maxed out? And we'll throw an alpha to Paula. While we're at it. Here, Pooh, you do a life up for Jeff. Life up alpha. And then Ness. Heal thyself. Life up beta. Maxed out. Excellent. Oh, package. And a conducting spirit. I never really thought about it before, but is the conducting spirit specifically like the ghost of a child who died by electrocution? For the Franklin badge. Fight, kids, fight. Boom. Exercised. So I've gone to 2 dance classes now. The level 0 hip hop dancing. And the first one, it's funny how like I'm a pretty active person. And one of the ways in which I'm fairly active is doing lots and lots of yoga. So I'm pretty flexible, you know, all those kind of things. I move, I use the full range of my muscles and stuff. And yet, you can be so in shape in one sense, and then just use your body in a different way. You know, I do longer, deeper squats whenever I do yoga than I do during a hip-hop dance class. But there's no explosivity, whereas in hip-hop dance class, you go down, up, down, up, down, up. So like halfway through the class, there's a point where we're taking a break, so people can get water and stuff. And I just felt my quads just start to go lactic. I was like, oh God. And then I was just struggling through the rest of it. Second one, I did much. And then I was like laid up for 5 days. Not laid up, but like it was pretty bad for a couple days. And it took about 5-6 days for all my lower body muscles to just feel normal again. Ooh. Neat. I'm going to give it to Ness. Not just because he's the leader, because he's an all-arounder. So he'll pretty much benefit whatever goes up. Jeff took the rock candy out. Ness ate it. Ness's speed went up by 1. Cool. So yeah, the second class went much better. And it was also, you can tell these drop-in classes for the instructors are real feast or famine. Because the first one I went to was like packed to the point that it's my destiny in life to be behind a tall person. So I couldn't even see myself in the mirror. Couldn't see myself in the mirror because I was behind a 5'11" powerlifter lady. And the second time I got there like 3-4 minutes before the class was supposed to start, and it was only me and the guy. like the instructor. And I was like, oh dear. I'm just like standing there awkwardly. He said hi to me and then went back on his phone. And I was starting to think like, should I go over and be like, hey, as long as I can get a refund, like, I'll let you off the hook for this. I don't need a $20 private lesson. This can't possibly be worth your time. But so a few other people showed up. There were like 6 of us there. That was better. And then also just the fact that I was physically capable of doing the whole class. It's great. In general, I enjoy revealing my age to people because they're always, you know, especially women. Women in particular, if I tell them my age, they're always like, hey, Stavinsky! What? No, you can't be it. No, how? And all that kind of good stuff. In the specific context of the dance class, it's kind of embarrassing because like it's going to come up because they're like, oh no, this young guy with a light dusting of gray hair is having a heart attack, or he just like threw out his back or something. And I have to explain like, no, I'm actually 20 years older than you, young lady. Let's open the present. It's a bottle of DX water. Every time. I'm like, how do you know, Stempinski? Does he watch your streams too? There is probably an elemental weakness we could be exploiting here to avoid getting... Well, I mean, if he's not going to do thunder, it's no big deal. Anyway, so yeah, the second one went better. And then because it was a smaller class, some of the other people in the class were chatting to me after. It's funny, I'm not a shy person in the least, but I don't like to strike up conversations with strangers. My dad is thus even more sociable than me, because like he'll start a conversation with anybody and talk to them for literally until they are like, I'm sorry, sir, but like, you know, the mall is closed now or whatever. You got to come and talk to me, and then I will never let you go. So it was nice. Had fun. You know? You really don't want to leave a couple life noodles behind. And yet, what's the spectrum beam? Is equipable, but I've already got a better one, right? Yes. I hope. Before I drop in a hole, I will check the other possible route this way. There was one, right? No, there wasn't. There's just a... Okay. Onwards. There's another route way back, because there's another hole to drop in. Ooh, this is the least popular of all the fobbies. No one's coming to help you, buddy. And so by talking to these young ladies after the class, I discovered I'd already achieved the basic goal I always set for myself, which is to clear the bar of low expectations. So I mentioned that it was only my second dance class, and they were like, you're so good for your second class. Me doing hip-hop dancing looks like Mo in the episode of The Simpsons, where he's teaching the funk dancing for self-defense class at the community center. But I am flexible and I have good rhythm, so I guess in that sense I look good. Like, I look goofy as fucking hell. And also the hip-hop dancing, like... I love hip-hop. It's probably my favorite music, but I've got no instinct to look like a cool guy. By the end of it, I was like, you know what? Why don't I'll just hip-hop dance in like a silly, girly way. I'm more comfortable moving my body when I'm in drag. Ness's level is now 65. Vitality went up by 1. Maximum hit points went up by 8. Psychic points went up by 1. Not bad. Boom. Can we daisy chain these together? I think we can. At least the ones down here. Probably not the ones up here, but that's okay. It's only one. Paul's level is now 60, I think. Definitely a multiple of 4. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 3. Defense went up 1. Speed went up 2. Yeah. You definitely, like, you've been moving. You've been DMing and wrangling teenagers for DMing and presenting at conferences and stuff. I'm going into vacation, but I'm determined to be super productive. Going to master my drag makeup so that I'm not relying on other people to help me paint myself. Going to learn to dance. We're going to stream a lot. I'm going to keep my home clean. Get in really good shape. I'm already in pretty good shape. Oh, baby. IQ went up by 3. Luck went up by 2. Maximum hit points went up 10. That rocks! Maximum psychic points went up by 10. Paula realized the power of PSI Shield Omega, which is just the psychic version of Shield Omega. Oh, sweet. Magic Butterfly. Magic Butterfly made Ness and his friends relax. I think I'm finally going to do the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC. Probably not on the stream. I love the Souls games. They're like a private thing for me, I think. Partially because I think the way that I play them would infuriate people. Why is he just fighting this boss that he's underleveled for again and again and again and again without changing his build at all? It's because I never ever give up in my heart the belief that I could maybe next time press the button at the right time every single time, and it won't matter that I don't have the right gear. This is the Earth's belly button. Righto. Gaia's navel. One moment. One moment here. Dragon Quest. I did eventually in Elden Ring, specifically the gargoyle boss fight. There's always not always, but most Souls and Souls-like games from Software have you're fighting one gargoyle, but then you're fighting 2, or in Dark Souls 2, you're eventually fighting like 6. That one, I got there way too early and way under, and I fought them so many times, and I think I once took down one of them, but got nowhere close in the second one, and I wasted so much time. And then I was like, okay, I'll go somewhere else. And then when I came back, it turned out, without having changed my build in any other way, but having leveled up a bit more, it was like, oh, now I can stagger them if I get enough successive hits. And that makes this fight fightable. Like, I was just torturing myself before. Ness opened the present. There's a luxury jerky inside. He's got too much stuff already. Luxury jerky. I'm probably not going to use the Casey bat. Yeah, I tried it. I just can't do this sacrifice accuracy thing. Oh, Cedric, you'll be happy to hear. When I did beat Mina, I defeated Lionel with the Blast Strike Maul. Ness opened the present. Luxury jerky. Ness takes it. What does luxury jerky do besides heal a lot? It's probably just heal a lot. Luxury jerky, a gourmet version of jerky. It's considered a delicacy. It's created by a skillful artisan who's been making jerky for over 60 years. Jerky fans consider this the caviar of all jerkies. I understand that they don't dry gourmet jerky on a laundry line. When eaten, you recover about 300 hit points. Great item description. Very whimsical. Damn. Well played, Conducting Spirit. I was pivoting to try to get the Fobby. At least he's wasting it just doing Flash. Okay. Let's find out. We've been conserving Holla's PSI very effectively, so hopefully this guy's vulnerable to freeze, and freeze pie is strong enough. Yes and yes. Flash Beta didn't work on Ness. Does Ness have something equipped right now that's making him immune to crying? Astral Orrery boss. Oh, is that the one, like the, it's like the Wardens of the Deep or whatever. It's, just a bunch of dudes keep respawning. I definitely did that one with the battery blaster. I was pretty varied. I was proud of myself. I did at least some part of the game with each of the weapons. It's just a great set of weapons. Oh dear. Okay, Flash Beta is a rough one. But we pulled it. We pulled it in. Well, some of us did. Who was arrived? Okay. Life Up Alpha. Who's in pretty good shape after that. Alpha for Jeffrey. And then, I think we need Healing Beta to overcome paralysis. Arg. Okay, I'll use a few of, well, use 20 of Pooh's psychic points. Otherwise, if I can help it, I'd rather have Ness swinging the baseball bat during the fights, big fights. But you still want Ness to have some psychic points, even if it's just so he can revive Pooh, if need be. Oh, there's the end, so I should check the other pathway. We're going to commemorate the fact that we did get a magic butterfly by being a little free with Paula's psychic points in the hopes of just barbecuing these fobbies. Beautiful. I think we're going to pull this one off. Got him. Nice. Here's one of those things that, here's a brain worm I had that's like one of those things that's too narrowly targeted. We're watching the current season of Drag Race All-Stars. And, one nice thing about All-Stars sometimes is they bring back someone who wasn't really an All-Star at all first time they were on the show. And then they show something that they didn't show last time. And Joey J has been doing that. And then at some point, I just heard someone, I don't know if it was Danielle or if it was on the show, someone just exclaiming, Joey J! Just like that. And then if you've ever played Super Punch It, I immediately thought, Joey J! Yay! And you need a real specific Venn diagram for that to mean anything to anybody. Jeff's level is now 59. Offense went up 2. Guts up 1. IQ up 1. Luck up 1. Max hit points up 3. Pooh's level is now 53. Hit points up 2. Psych points up 2. Hey, not bad. Alright, what's down here? It's actually a surprisingly... Oh, this is where I came from. Well, now that we know, I think beta, if we're all attacking and nobody's blind yet, should be enough. Okay, fine. I'll take strange and crying over any of us just suddenly collapsing. Ness and his friends gain 7,598 experience each. Sweet. Okay. Fight another one. Well, I mean, we're just about at the boss. So I've managed my PSI points, or my psychic points. Yeah, we're in the belly button of the world, which I believe is intended as a nod to Dragon Quest, an obvious inspiration for the Mother series. Because there's Gaia's navel. That's fun. If we make sure that none of us get killed, we're coming out psychic points ahead, I think. Excellent. Took it out before it even tried anything. Hit point sucker did not work. Hasn't worked once for the Fobbies, but they keep on trying it. You gotta admire the fate. So what is this one? This is also a place that I came from, isn't it? Do these things both explode? Can't remember, but I would like to flee. Ness and his friends tried to get away. Good. Okay. Shouldn't have tried to get away. Jeff's from Winters. So he's used to, he thinks of fire as exclusively a good thing. Get closer to the fire. Well, we're gonna find out if this is the disaster fight. No. Okay, good. Can Paula survive? No. Okay, so that didn't pay off. Ness and his friends gained 16,419 experience each. Ness's level is now 66. IQ went up 1. Max HP up 2. Max psych points up 2. Pooh's level is now 54. Offense up 1. Defense up 1. Vitality up 1. Max HP up 7. Psych points up 2. Not bad. But is there something down here even? No. How did I get through both of these? Let's use one of our many, or yeah, whatever. Use a couple life noodles. Should have done a beta. It's okay. It is what it is. Okay. Not the most efficient healing I could have done, but we've healed some. Okay. Now we just gotta hack it through whatever else is spawned. And we'll be at the boss. And then hopefully be in the land of the lost. Not great, but nobody died. And Paula got her aggression out. Paul's on a 61. Guts up 1. Hit points up 3. Her guts were already working pretty well for her. Okay. Well, now you need to You gotta bring it to another level. I already came and took the straight reference. The easiest, lowest hanging of the fruits. Okay, nobody die. Nobody die. Great. Fobby's real weakness is just being smashed with a baseball bat. Okay, is there a present here? Yep. Hope it didn't spawn a new enemy. It very well might have. Rabbit's foot inside. Ness takes it. Ah. I was trying to think of going back to the idea of mixing too many references together. A gravel pit by Wu-Tang reference, since Method Man's verse starts. All across from the land of the lost, behold a pale horse, off course, and so on and so on. I can do that entire song, so I better just stop. And when I say entire song, I mean the Method Man and Ghostface verses. Not sure I could do the You God verse. Rabbit's foot. Must be equipped on your body. Protects you from paralysis attacks. Increases your speed in a big way. Okay. Well, let's see. Can Ness benefit from this? I don't want Ness's defense to go down. Does anyone even have a spot right now? No. We're not going to use the Coin of Slumber. Except Pooh probably can't equip the rabbit's foot. At least without taking some kind of bad penalty. Let's see. Yeah. Searching my heart. I don't care enough to keep shuffling my inventory around. I think we're going to be just fine. Okay, hold on. Vis-a-vis our maximums, we could use a couple of alphas. So Ness can alpha himself. And Pooh can alpha Jeff. Life up alpha, that is. Okay. You finally got here. This is the 7th, your sanctuary location. But it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. And it's on. Whoa! Coaster stuck to the bottom of my cup. Excuse me one moment. I'll pick it up. And put it back in position for the same thing to happen again. Funky Stone Man. The Electro Spectre. I'm not really getting either electricity or spectral from this guy, but okay. Holla. This is a big spend, but I think it's going to turn out to be worthwhile. I'm going to try it. You figure out what's going on there, Jeff. And Pooh, start fighting. Ness's body, protected by the psychic power shield. So's Paula's. So's Jeff's. And so's Pooh's. Electro Spectre used an electrical shock attack. Arg. Doesn't seem... I mean, maybe that was a devastating attack otherwise. Offense 148, defense 203. No obvious weaknesses. Okay. In that case, let's have Paula try Freeze By. Let's have Jeff put it all on the line and hopefully not blow us up. Time will tell. Should fight for now. Psychic Power Shield deflected, and she's killed herself. Okay. Disastrous. Okay. At least, I mean, Paula can't get double dead. Okay. Sucks. but we're gonna get through it. Alright, you just keep aiming well, Jeff. Please. Most of Pooh's psychic points. Not quite half. So not most. Hey, the shield killer didn't work. Doesn't seem to matter, because its electricity is not psychic, but innate. Paula, you pray. Let's see if God has anything in the tank for us. Again, the Franklin badge would be killer right now. Very subtle light engulfed Ness and his friends. Mild healing. Oh well, it's not nothing. That was a good hit. Oh no, my psychic shield that was doing nothing for me has disappeared. Wait a moment. Hold on. I've got the shield killer. Didn't work. Should have used the bazooka. Oof. Big hits on Jeff. Okay. Ness is going to heal Jeff. So that Pooh can try to conserve in case we need one more super revival. Huh. Does taking the effects of PSI off itself include the shield? I'm not going to find it. Getting mileage out of this heavy bazooka right away. Not wasting any time. We completely use it up, so be it. Okay. Who's gonna heal Paula? And I gotta do a window test. Take a brief intermission and find out if it is it time to open the window or is it still bathwater? It's probably still bathwater here outside. We beat it. Okay, good. We're getting close to the deep water there. Boy, pulled it in. Ness and his friends gained 65,410 experience each. Ness's level is now 67. Offense went up 1. Defense went up 2. Speed up 1. Vitality up 1. IQ up 1. Luck went up 1. Maximum hit points went up 13. Psychic points up 5. Ness realized the power. PSI Flash. Omega. Jeff's level is now 60. Offense went up 1. Defense went up 1. Oh baby. Speed went up by 3. Guts went up by 1. IQ went up by 1. Maximum hit points up by 2. That was okay. Pooh's level is now 55. Offense went up 2. Oh, baby. Defense went up 3. Speed up 1. Maximum hit points up 3. Pooh realized the power of PSI Thunder. Omega. Boom. It's our sanctuary now. I'm curious. Was it Ness who just learned Flash Omega? So, okay. Alpha, crying or feeling strange. Beta, crying, feeling strange, feeling numb, paralyzed, or even be destroyed. I, often destroys. Omega generates glorious rays that have a high probability of destroying everyone. I don't think I've ever used Flash Omega or even read about it. Maybe I'll use it at least once in this game. Probably not. Thunderstruck. But 120. Might miss if there aren't many enemies. Eliminates a power shield. 2 strikes for beta. 3 strikes that do 200 for pi. 4 strikes that do 200 for omega. Cool. Never realized before that thunder ignores the rules. Ooh. What's going on here? What a peaceful place. The Flickery Cave. It's probably not what it's called. I'm Ness. It's been a long road getting here. Soon I'll be. What will happen to us? What's happening? My thoughts are being written out on the wall. Or are they? Well, you tell us, Ness. But he can't. He's a silent protagonist. Ness saw a vision of his father holding him. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of Lumine Hall. Or as I like to call it, Flickery Cave. Wait, hold on a second. Father holding him. Okay. Like, wait, I didn't get the comforting image locked into my brain. Okay, we're making good time, too. And I forgot about the fun zoom out. It's like Chrono Trigger world map. Okay. Hang tight, gang. Brief intermission. I'm going to run in the washroom. I'm going to see if I can improve my situation with this window. Probably not. And then I'll be right back with you. And we're back at it. Well, I have the window open. We'll see. It does seem like it's maybe a little bit better out there. I also checked the thermostat and we're holding strong. 26.5. Okay. Can these 4 extremely powerful children defeat dinosaurs? Armed only with their toys and, in Pooh's case, bare fists. I guess we should find it. You engage the Wetnosaur. For science, Jeff, you gotta spy. Jeff spies on the Wetnosaur. Offense 126, defense 172, vulnerable to fire. Wetnosaur stomp with its huge foot. 69 damage. The Wetnosaur hates Jeff. It's because it can see the light flickering off his glasses. It's making him angry. Because then it's like, what's the light source? We're in the hollow earth. There's no sun. Paula's level is now 62. Offense up 1. Maximum hit points up 2. Psych points up 1. Nothing special there. This trio location? No. Just a unique graphic. I do believe this little hole is the location. Uh-oh. It's not a location. It's just a cool little embellishment. Or is it? Hey, a different type of dinosaur. Can I interact with it? Hopefully it's not just a fast travel back to the surface. Nope, no problem here. Just a geyser. Look at this funky dinosaur. It's just doing like that, sliding backwards. Moonwalking. You engage the Chompasaur. We're getting the real names of the dinosaurs. Unfiltered through the imposition of Latin. Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh, not great. Yes. Okay, got his shield off. Did Jeff have something equipped that's making him like this, or is it just his? You know, wintersness. Jeff's learned a thing or two about getting out of the way when the dinosaurs are stomping on you. Whoa. All right. They just, it would, you know, it wouldn't technically make linguistic sense and maybe it'd be too dark. But instead of became tame, it should be became extinct. Ness and his friends gained 11,095 experience each. This whole underground world is my stomping grounds. You'd think there'd be more big footprints in the ground. Maybe it's just a scale thing. There are big footprints, but they don't really seem that big. Oh, they had billboards. Wait, we're not in the past. In case of danger, evacuate here. Hey, look, there's Tenda. You're strange, but you smell good. Why is it so sticky? So I'll tell you a secret. Did you feel the earthquake a little while ago? You know, we have earthquakes all the time here. After an earthquake, the hot springs will erupt. The blue springs are great for recovering health. The red springs are perfect for healing paralysis or drawing out poison. Cool, good to know. The bird right there says strange words like hello and click beep beep beep. Excuse me, Mr. Bird. Ring, ring, ring. What you call my dad? Ness, it's your dad. I deposited $39,365 into your bank account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $197,218 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, 76,670. Holla, 78,567. Jeff, 9,349. And Pooh, 35,715 anyway. Now what you need from me? Record my deeds, father. All done. You know, your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. Created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. We're carrying on, Dad. We got a world to save. Ness, you like to work hard, just like your mother. But I don't think it's good to work too hard. Click. Back to work. All right. Just constant, unexplained seismic activity in the hollow core of the Earth. Nothing to worry too much about. You engage the Chomposaur. It's a good thing they have a parrot-based landline set up, because you cannot get a cell phone reception. Even the receiver phone. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're going to get a call from the Apple kid on the receiver phone. Ruining my joke. Alright, power shield. Doesn't matter. It'll be gone soon. In fact, it's gone. Ah, fire beta. Right, I meant to review. Why is Jeff so resilient? Ooh, I was hoping it would... Okay. We're about to get triple downed. No, we're not. Thanks to Jeff's, for whatever reason, advantage. Oh, I really kind of... I did not do this wisely. Ness and Jeff gained 22,189 experience each. Jeff's level is now 61. Offense up 1, defense up 1, IQ up 1, hit points up 1. Okay. Can we make it back to that blue hot spring without being dinosaur mauled? I think we can. Will it revive the dead, though? I guess we're going to find out. Neat. I don't know that I've ever done that. Hot spring energized you completely. You know. The living ones, anyway. Ness tried healing pie. Who's arrived? If this works, then we saved 18 psychic points. If it doesn't work, then we wasted 20. Let's find it. Who tried healing pie? Paul's revived. Great. Okay, we'll take the next one too. Get everyone back on their feet. Boom. Energized. Great job on the tiny sprites. I guess it's just a sign of good character design to begin with. But these are like... Let me see. Can I count? 1, 2, 3. 5x5 or possibly 5x6, I think, pixel sprites. They are low resolution, and yet you couldn't for a moment be confused about which is which. Ness opened the present. There's a brain food lunch inside. Ness takes it. We'll have so much brain food lunch when we finish this game. Kids will be able to go home and just eat brain food lunch every day. Oh, sucks to be you, Wetnosaurus. I think we're going this way anyway. We haven't even seen the red spring yet. Do, 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 do. Ness opened the present. There's a horn of life inside. But he's got too much stuff already. Well, we're definitely taking the horn of life so that we can get what might be the best bat in the game. I'm not sure. It's certainly going to be a good bat. So what do I not need? We're never going to use the rain pendant again. We're never going to need to sell it. Horn of life inside. Who takes it? And so what's the trade-off here? So what could the Horn of Life otherwise do for you? Horn of Life revives a friend who's unconscious. In addition, also works on all the other things. So it's just a cup of life noodles. Wait, does a cup of life noodles do everything? Yes. It's a cup of life noodles that you can trade for, possibly, hopefully, a really good weapon. Unless, I don't know if I've ever done this. Is it, because he showed the list, is it like, you have to go down the list, have to find a whole bunch of Horns of Life? I have impending social plans, so I should be glancing. Nice. I found out that a former professor of mine, who's now a Professor Emeritus, because, again, I'm not as young as I am beautiful. Found out that he, one of the courses I took with him as an undergrad was a seminar on John Donne and the school. Oh, it's just called the School of Donne. And just found out he's published his, I believe, his first novel, which is a historical novel with John Donne as the main character. So I'll be reading that this summer. Should go and find my John Donne and the Religious Poets, or whatever book I have. Not all of John Donne's poetry was religious, but plenty of it was. Ness opened the present. There's a sea pendant inside, but got too much stuff already. Well, sea pendant's probably good. What don't we need? What does a secret herb do? May revive a friend. So it's like a cup of life noodles that sucks. Ah, of course, body. The night pendant, the sea pendant would slightly increase, but I guess I should also look at what are the gimmicks. Night pendant. Absorbs the light of a flash. Right. That's actually really good. I think I want to keep that on Ness. But what does the sea pendant do? Sea pendant must be equipped on your body. Protects you from fire, freeze, and flash attacks. Well, hold on. Crystal Charm. Equipped on the body. Protects from paralysis. Increases speed. Happy with that on Paula. Oh, of course, Jeff has the flame pendant. And we've been enjoying watching Jeff not get roasted. Okay. Take it, Ness. Yarr. Young Ness is married to the sea. Okay, I think that's the rock we need to talk to. So let's go in the other directions to see if there are more long forgotten presents from the ancient land. Of course, I can't immediately pick this up. Let's open the present. It's a guts capsule. Arrgh. An instant consumable. You know, it'd be a nice feature if the game let us. What does the monkeys love do? The game let us choose to just consume a consumable item when you found it and couldn't carry it. Monkeys love. Gift from a monkey. Can be used during battle. Probably never going to use it, and yet holding on to it. We'll get rid of the talisman ribbon. And obviously we want Ness to have the highest guts, because guts is your critical hit rate and Ness hits the hardest. Good. Good. Is that one gonna be red? A chubby, obnoxious kid from some foreign country said something heartrending. So, I'm healing my wounds in the hot springs. For a second I was like, oh, did Pokey win the sympathy of the Tenda? No. Like, he said something that hurt the heart of the... Yeah. Which makes more sense. Because Pokey's an awful little jerk. And granted, besides being raised by a couple of callow people, but so what? Ness's parents aren't the best. Holla's certainly aren't. Jeff's are terrible. Well, we don't know, but his mother's probably dead. But certainly his dad sucks. Alright, let's go to the underground Tenda village. Assuming they'll let us in. You guys smell really good. Who am I? I'm a Tenda. Hey, what are you doing inside our dinosaur cage? I'm going to open the door, and you get out of there right now. I like the way they think of their living in a cage life. I'm the boss, so I will let you out. Thank you for the Tenda Kraut. Ness's Tenda Kraut was stolen. The awful smell surrounding the group is now gone. What was the smell doing to us? Even though I listened to the talkative Mystery Rock's story, I don't understand what he's talking about. Thank you for coming all the way into this primitive country. You must be tired. To stay, it'll run you $400. You're going to stay, aren't you? What do you need Eagle Land currency for? But yeah, we'll stay. At the very least, maybe Jeff will fix something. And it never hurts to get your psychic points back. Well, make yourself comfortable. Working through the night, Jeff fixed the broken trumpet. After being fixed, the broken trumpet became the defense shower. Is that because he's repurposed it, or is it like a magical musical instrument? Like a bard tool? I bet it's like defense spray for the whole team. Yes. In that case, we're freeing up some inventory space. Bye-bye, defense spray. Take a hike. Take a long walk on a short pier. Welcome to Dumpspill. Population U. Let's play store. My friend Aigo loves this game, so... Hi, may I help you? Bye. Are you looking for anything in particular? The ultimate bat. The holy frying pan. The shiny coin. Another horn of life. Okay. Will there be anything else today? Bye-bye. Let's play again sometime. Are any of you the ATM Tenda? Tenda who like to talk came to the Lost Underworld because we couldn't stand the quiet up above. So we established a separate tribe. I hope we can be friendly again someday. Yeah, it was a lot easier to live up above. Didn't you think the Tenda up above have some particularly beautiful women? They're still shy though. Oh no, buddy. We took care of all of the Tenda tribes in emissions, if you know what I'm saying. We are the same Tenda as those above ground. We seem different? Yeah. You know, the Tenda up there are shy, don't like to talk. Ah, but we fixed all that. Don't feed the dinosaurs in the cage. Signed the boss. Well, I hope this one guy in the corner is the ATM Tenda, or else we can't get equipped right now. You're a foreigner, aren't you? I'm a world-wise Tenda. I was an exchange student who traveled to a country that is known as an economic superpower. This is promising. My name is Igo Stick. Hey, go Sticky. Hey, go. I don't know. Can't figure out if that's... Feels like it's supposed to be a pun. I go Sticky. I go Stick. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Shall I loan you some money? Yes. You want to withdraw? I'll charge you a handling fee that is equal to the amount of your withdrawal. Is that okay with you? It's not great. But beggars can't be choosers. And we want to make sure we get these cool items. Your withdrawal is 10,000 and the handling fee is 10,000. Is it okay if I subtract this amount from your account? Your withdrawal is 10,000. It was a very good opportunity for the both of us. Please come again. The earth shakes. We are, but hold on. Can I even fit it? Forgot to make space. Okay. For Ness, specifically. Okay. Just hold on. Just hold on. Ness, give this bag of Dragonite to Pooh. Really, if any of the characters is going to be turning into a cool dragon, it should probably be Pooh, right? Take your ultimate bat, please. Ultimate bat? Yes. I'll equip it. Ness's offense went to 187. Do you want me to buy your big league bat for 1,540? Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Anything else today? Yes. I'm gonna get the holy fry pan. Holla. Equip it. 155. 20-point boost. We'll sell the French frying pan. Or the French fry pan. One more thing. I'll get your shiny coin. Shiny coin? Who is going to carry this? The fact that they're selling the Horn of Life here makes me feel like maybe getting the bat from that guy is going to be going all the way through the list. At least we'll have an easy path, I guess. You want to try equipping it here? Defense went up 20. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Buy the lucky coin? Yeah, sure. And then, well, yeah, let's buy... a Horn of Life, at least. I'm gonna buy... No, I was gonna buy 2. I don't know why I even bought 1. Because I'm not gonna buy enough to go down that entire list right now. So if it turns out later... Actually, no, I know the answer. It's that while I've got space... How much space do I have? 2 free slots. I'll take 1 more Horn of Life right now. Because just as an inventory management thing, if I have to come down here and buy a few more, the fewer I have to come back to buy, the better, of course. Okay, here we go. We're toddling along once again. I'm doing pretty good for time. The Chompasaur. Main thing here is just to freeze him. Oh, screw it. Let's hit him with Freeze Omega. Oh, I'll try it. Freeze Omega. 588. Very good. It's still going to make it to next round because of its power shield. I suppose I could have had Ness and or Pooh also do something. Fast, 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 fast. Save Jeff. We've done it. Excellent. So I think the answer will turn out to be... Actually, you know what? No, maybe I can just walk around to that present that I can see. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I was going to say, I think maybe I got to go in this cave and then come back out somewhere. But perchance, that's not what I need to do. Is the last or sanctuary location in the Hollow Earth area? What other reason would we be in the Hollow Earth for? Ness opened the present. There's a cloak of kings inside. Jeff takes it. That feels like it might be something only Pooh could equip. Yep. Does Pooh have room to hold it? Not yet. Ah, the pain. What does DX water do? Very expensive water. It's almost the same as the water you drink in town. Perfect. Give Paula the DX water. That is very good. That is a good gag. Now we'll shuffle Horn of Life over to Paula. Damn it. To Jeff, who was the actual one holding that. Nice. When we get back to the surface. Oh, you know what? I really should have tried to call Escargot Express and see if they come to the Land of the Lost. If I get another phone opportunity, I'll try. But either way, I gotta remember to put some of this junk. But you never know, maybe I'll need someday. 129 to 149. Excellent. Anything down here but a dead end? Your mom! Hey! It's been a while, I think. How are you? How's the start of your summer going? Case of danger, evacuate here. Signed the boss. Okay, I gotta go back to that cave, which might be a side cave. Here, the dinosaurs don't come and attack. Oh, Lord, let me tell you. We only just started getting the big heat yesterday. Or the day before. At any rate, it's here, and it sucks. I'm ready for autumn. So, I can relax. Except now I can't get out. I think we're also looking at a week where it gets rainy. Ring, ring, ring. Let's see. Hello, this is Escargot Express. Oh, is that you, Ness? Big bro. It's me, Tracy. I'm working part-time for Escargot Express. What can I do for you? Pick up? You want us to store something for you? We'll send someone over immediately to pick it up. Click. Hello, this is Escargot Express. I just... oh, wait, this is the delivery guy, not Tracy. I just couldn't find your location. It must be somewhere really strange. I've decided, honestly, that I should give up. I'm out of here. Sometimes this happens, you know. Yeah, that's fair. I don't... in fact, I gotta ask Google. Whew. Okay, yeah, 35 degrees Celsius. That's intense. We're only at 30 right now. But it's still quite warm. But yeah, it's supposed to break in a few days. Okay. I came all the way back here just to discover. Yes, there's a cave area to explore. But this is just a sneak preview. We have one or two more Greg and James beat 'em ups to get through before we're playing Absalom. But I've got Absalom installed now. Maybe we'll just do one more. Because I am eager to... Because we're going to play Absalom a little bit. I've been saying we're going to get back to Phase 4 in the past by summer. Now I'm thinking it's probably more likely that going back to play historical video games is going to be... Ooh, Ness's sea pendant does give him the flame resistance. Because when you have the whole power of the sea encasing you, fire can't do much to you. Okay, come on, folks. Let's extinctify this Chompasaur quickly. Thank goodness. Save Paula. Oh, cool. Any standouts for good or ill? Yeah, Growl was pretty good. We did. It's like, if I recall correctly, it's basically just Golden Axe, but they friggin' went for it with the violence and the gore. I remember quite liking it. Taito is a solid developer / publisher. Plus, I just really enjoy saying Japanese names that have the AI letter combination in them. Even like the instinct is to just say Taito, or the wrestler Tetsuya Naito, or the wrestler Maika. But I think it's technically pronounced Taito. I think you say that and it sounds great. Elevator Action Returns on its own is a $300 game. Do you mean like just to get a physical copy? Okay. Yep. Elevator Action is a fun game. I'm not sure I've played Elevator Action Returns. I might have to be, at some point, in 2027 or 8, getting Saturn emulation working. So we can play Guardian Heroes on the Beat 'em Up show. So maybe I'll check it out. Okay, come on, team. Save Paula. She's wobbling. We saved her. 11,000, etc. 95. Pooh's level's now 56. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 7. Oh, baby. Defense went up by 3. Speed up by 2. Guts up by 2. Vitality up by 1. IQ up by 2. Luck up by 2. Maximum hit points up by 12. And no maximum psychic point increase. I was hoping for that rocks. And then a lot of psychic points. How's Pooh doing offense-wise now? He's the weakest of the gang, but he's fighting with his bare fists, so he's actually the strongest of the gang. It's all how you think about it. And here we are, back at scale. In a dark, lava-filled cave. Let's open the present. Speed capsule. Jeff takes it. Okay. Speed. Jeff can have it. If you have an anecdote that involves you encountering lava, you know, I've never seen Congo. Soul-consuming flame. Monkeys in lava. Nice. Hope this thing doesn't have a reflecting shield. It doesn't. The soul-consuming flame. Stop moving. Kind of seems like the flame should have a message that says, was extinguished. I think I need to go back and try them. Maybe I don't. Ooh. Intriguing. The Major Psychic Psycho and the Psychic Psycho. Well, this is a really cool enemy design. They've got like a variant on Mikolash cages, sort of. It sounds good. I'm blanking in my mind on what grenadine tastes like. But I know about the others and they all sound great. Oh, okay, yes. Now, Ness do the bashing. Who do the healing? Excellent. Oh, would you knock it off with your psychic fire? You know what? Maybe I've had a real hard time trying to find... I know I saw a movie on TV when I was a kid. It was not comedy. But the climax did involve lava. It involved a bunch of people all trying to escape a cave where a volcano is erupting or something. Good guys and bad guys alike. And the one thing I remember two things. I remember one villain being forced at gunpoint by one of the other characters to eat a bunch of the like jewels that they're all fighting over. And then when he gets the upper hand on the other guy, he's pointing the gun at him and he says, "You made me put rocks into my body." And then the one other thing I remember is one of the heroes and one of the minor villains both running through oh no, it's collapsing and the lava is bubbling up and stuff. And it looks like they're trapped for a moment. And the minor bad guy grabs the hero by the shoulder and says, thinking that, they're doomed. He grabs him and he goes, "We go together." And then he jumps into the lava and the hero just kind of shakes him off and then keeps going. Does that ring a bell for anybody? I think it was an 80s movie. But I've had absolutely no luck Googling "you made me put rocks into my body." Or am I just deluding myself that I've even tried? One moment. Who could forget Wallace Shawn snarling, "You made me put rocks into my body." Oh, check this out. The Google AI overview says, "I have never instructed you to put rocks into your body, and doing so is highly dangerous to your health. Thanks, Google." Remember when this thing was a search engine? Huh. How'd that turn out? Well, I learned nothing. It's possible I'm the only one who's ever seen that film, because it seems like somebody would have written exactly that. Yeah, it's a confabulator. I figured. I had faith. Ness's level is now 68, which for those keeping track at home is a multiple of 4. Oh, baby. Offense went up by 6. If you're wondering why I'm commenting on when they're multiples of 4, it's because Ness, Paula, and Jeff can only get the "oh baby" or "that rocks" big stat boosts on multiples of 4 levels. Who can get them anywhere? Speed Romp 1, Guts up 2, Vitality up 1. Luck up 1. Maximum hit points up 15. Maximum psych points up 1. And this, oh no. This is a throughput. So, man, try my best to explore and get the good treasures and such. I wish that I had realized how badly hurt we are. Or at least how badly hurt two of us are. Well, Holla, you gotta live for a round on your own. Because the real best defense here is bashing the Major Psychic Psycho's head in really quickly. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, Paula. We let you down. Extra mortal damage. Can we run? End it. Okay, at least we saved Pooh then. Hope we find a magic butterfly. Hey, we got the drop on this one. Boom. Squash like a bug. The dungeon designs seem a little more complicated now than the Suikoden style. You're walking down a hallway, but every now and then there's a branching path that leads to a treasure. Maybe not much more complex, but it's not obvious to me which way is the not way forward. Speed up 1, guts up 1, maximum hit points up 2, psych points up 2. Jeff's level is now 62, IQ up 1, HP up 1. Yeah, so the non-multiples of 4 are always a major letdown. We have to fight them when we got the drop. But we'll take out whatever the soul-consuming flame is. I mean, we'll take out the soul-consuming flame in the first round, so we can focus on whatever this other thing is. Ness attacks. 264 damage to the evil elemental. Is it a specific element, and then it's evil? Or is it elemental evil? Ness and his friends gained 18,339 experience each. You'll love to see it. We still haven't found out what the soul-consuming flame can do. And it turns out it breathes extremely powerful fire. Okay. We're just gonna go for the bash approach and hope that we get this done. Yes! Excellent. Also, I noticed Paula does a lot of damage to the soul-consuming flame and possibly also to the evil elemental because of the holy magic imbuing her frying pan. Pooh's level is now 57. Hit points up 3. Psych points up 2. Pooh doesn't always have a good off 4 level up. He's just capable of having it. Okay. I think this is just a really long route to get a treasure, to get a present. Had to be a major psychic psycho. I think we want to try to get the soul-consuming flame out first, though. Shot out a spray of fire, which is also a brutally damaging fire attack. Oh, of course. No, this isn't gonna... I should have done this in the opposite order. Yeah. Ness doesn't act fast enough to save poor Paula. And now Pooh's down. And Jeff's paralyzed. This is not great for the team. But at least they're using psychic power shields and not physical power shields. Fire pie. Well, the two of us will be fine. Not great. I noticed for the first time just now, the psychic psychos get the turn back to normal. So despite like they have the image of being like kind of burny spectral figures, but I guess they're actually just dudes. They go back to their jobs as day traders once you bash the psychic helmets off them. Ness and Jeff gain 38,433 experience each. Come on. Okay, that worked. But yeah, this is a challenging dungeon. So far. Well, actually, if it's challenging so far, I think we can just call it challenging. If we get all the way here, it's like secret herb in this treasure chest, I'm going to be very disappointed. Let's open the present. There's a bag of Dragonite inside. Jeff takes it. Okay, I've got to use a bag of Dragonite at some point in this game. Although it doesn't seem like it'll be super useful in this particular dungeon where all the enemies we've met so far, or most of them, have a fire theme going. Smash. Boom. Melts into thin air. Excellent. And there it is. I've drank 1 liter, I believe, of iced tea during this drink. Nope, not quite. Oh, not even close, actually. I still have half a cup left. Sweet. Be well caffeinated for tonight. Ness's level is now 69. Nice. IQ up 1. Exclamation P up 3. Psych points up 4. Nothing special, but it is what it is. Can we make it? Yes. So many enemies being represented in the game. We're getting slowed down like crazy out there in the main hall. Okay, the answer here is to go all out. Come on, Paul. Get that PSI shield up for us. Okay. Here we go. Does it hurt them, though? Let's find it. Not much. They obviously have fire resistance. Still, though. It's way better than us being killed. Or 2 of us being killed. Fire pie, eh? Uh-oh. Guess you're going to be taking a small amount of damage. Ho ho ho. You get 3 deflects. That's all we need. I think even if this guy remembers that he can do better attack, than Fire Alpha, we'll damage him enough to finish him off before anybody counted down. Or before he even acts again. Sweet. Jeff's level's now 63. Offense up 2. Defense up 1. Luck up 1. Hit points up 2. Maybe, but no, these things lock onto you and then they charge. Okay, just act, friends. Here we go. And then we'll heal Jeff up. See what's over to the right, if anything. Just a present. Good. And we got the drop on this thing. We still have to fight it out, which is odd. We can usually beat a soul-consuming flame before it acts in a regular fight. So why don't we get the free kill? Let's open the present. There's a cherub's band inside. He's got too much stuff already. That sounds like a Paula thing. Does Paula have something I don't care about her having? I mean, I love all of these things. Does somebody else have a better candidate for something to drop? Should Jeff equip the rabbit's foot? Didn't I give it to him so he could equip it? Oh, but I didn't want to take the flame pendant off him and lower his defense. Alright, we're going with it's gross to carry a rabbit's foot around. Paula, give the life noodles to Jeff. Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business, but don't you think it'd be a good idea if you took a break? No. I see. Well, it doesn't make me happy, but I understand your point about the fate of the world being at stake. And he's back to work. So I'm thinking that happens approximately 2 hours after you started playing, or perhaps exactly. Cherub's band, Paula takes it. Watch it say, like, this can only be equipped by Jeff, the most cherubic member of the party. Cherub's band. Must be equipped on your arm. Increases your defense. Helps keep you from being hypnotized and increases luck. Never mind. It's not specific. Pixie bracelet. Cherub's band does improve in that way. I am going to check, though. What did the pixie bracelet add? Must be equipped on your arm. Increases your defense. Okay. Go figure. Pixie bracelet and Cherub's band are basically the same item, just the Cherub's band is ascended. Just a psychic psycho? I think we can handle this. The flaming suit looks so cool. Paula's levels increased to something. A multiple of 4. Oh, baby! Offense went up by 5. Defense up by 1. Speed up by 2. Vitality up by 1. IQ up by 2. Luck up by 2. HP up by 8. PP up by 7. Paula realized the power of PSI Fire Omega, which I'm guessing is just even more powerful. But let's see. What if it has a property? That'd be cool. Fire bursts from the fingers. Row of enemies take about 320 damage each. Nice. You can tell we're getting into the deep water. We're in the end game. We're approaching it. Because we're running out of space to learn new psychic abilities. Taking out soul-consuming flames in 2 attacks. Thanks to Paula's Oh Baby offense upgrade. Oh no. So many paths. What's this one? I mean, I knew it was going to be that. But is over here treasure? Ah. I thought we might get a squash victory, but the other one came sprinting. Flame type enemies just apparently move fast on the world map. Didn't help them none in the battle, it turns out. Pooh's level's now 58. Defense up by 1. Hit points up by 2. Yeah, that wasn't anything much. And then this really feels like it's the way forward. But if it's not, I'll feel very silly if I turn around. Oh, it's edging closer? Great. Makes it easier for Ness to smash it with a baseball bat. Okay, good. Or not? No. I think this is probably the way forward. I think I'll go back. About 40 minutes before I should stop so that I can have supper before our social plans tonight. Ness's level is now 70. Offense up 1. Guts up 1. Luck up 1. Points up 3. Ness realized the power of life up Omega, which I believe... Oh, that was very crafty of the flame. Not going to save you, though. My guess is that life up Omega is just life up for everybody. Well, let's see. Jeff's level is now 64. Offense up 1. Defense up 1. Guts up 2. Vitality up 2. Oh, baby. IQ went up by 3. Luck went up by 2. Sweet. Maximum hit points went up by 21. That is sweet. That is sweet. $400 to everyone. That's a good heal move. Wait, I didn't see the cost. Lots. As you might expect. Okay. Really? I was always big on this game. Yeah. No one's obliged. You don't gotta love the game that everyone else loves. But I love this game. This is going to be my 3rd or 4th time beating the game. I think 4th. Not 100% sure. I have 2 distinct memories of doing complete playthroughs of this game, but my gut tells me the first one was actually my 2nd complete playthrough, and I'm just forgetting the context. I don't know. Horn of Life. Okay. Yeah. Horns of Life will be good to have if there's something I can spare. Sorry, Knight Pendant. Oh, congratulations. I somehow never noticed when I was a child that there's a complete walkthrough in the manual for that game. So, like, I got it for, I think, my 6th or 7th birthday after playing it briefly at my cousin's house and then being very disappointed when I had to leave. Literally, we had to go home immediately after I had learned the secret of equipping your gear before you fight the boss. So I beat Garland and then immediately had to stop. So then they bought it for me. And for years, I would get stuck at the part where you finally get the key from the Elf King. And then you're supposed to go back to Canaria and get the TNT and then go to the dwarves so they blast a canal. I just couldn't figure that part out. It took me a while. Oh, no, this is not the way. Or is it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I recall now. Yes, it is. But I never beat the game until even later. Much later. Yeah, and it was tantalizing because even though somehow it's weird because, like, it's probably not surprising to learn I was a loves to read the manual kid. It was always my destiny to be a technical writing teacher. All right, I forgot about the whole thing where he's gonna obliterate us. Now we're surviving. And then bashing him. Okay, that could have gone worse. Yeah, it was like probably high school, or at least late junior high on an emulator when I finally got to the upper continents. So there was all kinds, like the ancient high-tech civilization and the mermaids, like all this stuff I had no notion was going to be there. Because, you know, it wasn't until much later. I should have just done alpha for Paula there. It wasn't until later Final Fantasy games that they started kind of giving Final Fantasy a milieu that wasn't just, hey, you like Dungeons and Dragons and also some other obvious fantasy and fairy tale stuff. No chocobos, no moogles. Just elves and dwarves and mermaids. And, I mean, later Final Fantasies also have ancient high technology peoples, lost civilizations, stuff like that, I believe. Smash. All right. I have beaten all of the Final Fantasies except 8 through 10. No, I've never beaten 5 because of a heartrending hard drive crash that destroyed me and my ex's save game that was very close to the end. But I've beaten all the Famicom or Ness ones. And then I've never even played any of the ones past 10. It's got its charms, as I recall, but like systems that make any sense are not one of them. My understanding is like optimal play involves never leveling up and like other weird things like that. My favorite PlayStation one was always Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy VII I can recognize as a very good game, but I have emotional objections to it, partially because the big twist was ruined for me by my friends whose parents were willing to drive them to the video game store on the day the game came out, and so they were like 4 hours ahead of me the whole way. And literally, my buddy called me on the phone and was like, "I got to tell you something that happens in Final Fantasy VII." And I was like, "No, don't do that." And he said, "Well, hold on. Can I just say, like, it was like someone dies?" I say, "Someone dies." I was like, "Well, no, I'd prefer," and he was like, "Someone dies." And then that night, I went over to another buddy's place to hang out. And they were just talking about it openly. And I was like, well, fuck. So, like, that was blunted for me. And then also, there was a lot of weirdness around the 32, 64-bit transition, where I still loved Final Fantasy VI, which is still to my day. Terrible level up, Jeff. To this day is my favorite. One of my favorite games. And squash that one. Ness is level 71. Offense up 2. Defense up 1. Speed up 1. Hit points up 2. Gotta believe we'll reach the end of this dungeon today. Got about 30 minutes before I'm like endangering a fun evening. Probably not even endangering it. Do your worst, Major Psychic Psycho. But we didn't act fast enough. It certainly is. Well, thematically for me, wait, did Pooh take mortal damage? Sorry, Pooh. It was not my intention to leave you to collapse. Okay, this has gone terribly. Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy VI has a really, really, really clear theme, which is kind of dark when you think about it. The theme of Final Fantasy VI is that the world is life is meaningless. And there's, so terrible things can happen and they don't mean anything. They just happen. There's no but then of course the whole journey of every single hero, although their character arcs have different features. If you bring them up, whoever you bring to the final battle will get up and tell Kefka, I've learned basically, the principles of existentialism, that we must create our own meaning. Spoilers. All right, come on, Healing Pie, get us Pooh back. Pooh was revived. I think probably we've just leveled up enough that our IQs are high enough that this isn't going to be missing as much anymore. Oh, man. The dungeon is really taking it out of us. We might not have enough in the tank for the boss. We'll see. Oh, and it's the final Your Sanctuary location. Let's open the present. There's a moonbeam gun inside. Well, there's no way that's not good. Wait, does the brain food lunch restore psychic points too? Yes. We might actually take advantage of that soon. I don't want to drop any of this stuff. Does anyone have an open slot? No, we just learned they don't. I should have used the secret herb to cure Jeff's paralysis right now. But I didn't. Use the brain food lunch. Why not? Should have shuffled something. Damn it. You know what? Generally, I try not to use the rewind, but I think it was called for here. This better turn out to be good. It is. Moonbeams are a force more powerful than death itself. Is there any gimmick to the moonbeam gun? Jeff can equip this weapon. The gimmick is it's a gun for nerds. Okay, and then in here there must have been an alternate exit to the left. I hope. And not that there's a different path like way back that we have to slog back to. Arg! This is gonna get real frustrating real fast. We're going to try to survive though. The guys can stack fast enough to take out the soul-consuming flame before it kills Paula and possibly Pooh. Come on, Jeff. Roll better initiative, and then miss. Well, maybe it'll just edge closer. Or maybe Ness will act. Oh, good. It did a single target attack, and it chose Ness as its target. Soul-consuming flame is down. We can deflect 2 more psychic attacks from the Major Psychic Psycho. We're golden. Well, that's kind of frustrating. You can't deflect paralysis. And so, do we still have that secret herb that I was talking about? Let's just use it. Excellent. Disaster. Thank goodness. Okay. We are so back. But I should have healed Paula up. But she knows that she understood the brief. Get this thing exercised. Paula's level is 66. Speed up 1, IQ up 1, hit points up 1, psychic points up 5. Pooh's level is now 60. Not only is it Pooh, it's a multiple of 4. Oh baby. Offense went up by 7. Oh baby. Defense went up by 6. Speed up by 2. Guts up by 1. Luck up by 1. Maximum hit points up by 2. Psychic points up by 2. Pooh's on a massive growth trajectory. If I was the type to try to level Scum, reload when it doesn't heal enough, we could probably get him to be like one of the strongest characters, or the strongest character. Excellent. I was hoping for that. And have we made it? We've made it. Almost. Single enemy. I forgot to do that thing I said I should do. Heal Paula. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to win the fight before Paula collapses. We've won the fight. We're about to go to the boss. I will remember to use some of my magic truffles or something, get some psychic points back. And I'll remember to do that for this brief intermission. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Okay. I said it, and it's true. I've remembered to heal up the team. Paula's just gonna have a whole brain food lunch. And then, I think Ness should have one of the magic truffles. Maybe I'll regret being so expressive with the items here, but I don't think I will. I think I'm going to be glad I did this. Max out Jeff's hit points. Okay. The climax of today's episode. Here we go. You finally got here. This is the 8th Your Sanctuary location. But it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. Carbon dog attacked. Cool. I bet I'd be happy if I put up Psychic Shield. I'm hesitant. For a moment, I'm just going to have Paula bash. I don't know if we learn that the thing has a Psychic Shield through Spy anyways. But if it does have Psychic Shield, you know what? Who can just use a gentle freeze alpha to test the waters? Oh, great. Carbon Dog's offense is 159, defense 174. So it doesn't have a specific stated weakness to freeze power, but if it is vulnerable to solidifying, I think it's tough to think of a better approach than to just try to do a lot of damage while also hopefully stopping it from acting. Who tried Freeze Spy? 180 damage? Solidified. Paula tried Freeze Omega. 328. Carbon Dog, able to move. Okay. So, I can only do 2 more of these, and that would be 56, which would leave 15. Okay. I think we'll go with Freeze Pie from both of them. If I knew how much hit points the thing had, I might have one of them do all their freezing, since obviously besides the damage, we want to get in the body solidifications. 183 solidified. Okay, it has bad rolls against solidification. All of a sudden, Carbon Dog gave off a rainbow of colors, and now it has a power shield, which deflected the attack to the Diamond Dog. Okay, cool. Whatever. We're just gonna bash it. One more hit should take away its shield. Excellent. And then Paula with the smash attack. 410 to Diamond Dog. 174 to Diamond Dog. Glorious Light, which is the equivalent of super powerful Flash, and it's a disaster for the team. Yikes. Okay. These Healing Pie work on Pooh. Jeff feels strange, which makes me a bit nervous about using the life noodles. But I'm gonna try. Jeff is acting a bit unusual. He used the life noodles, but he tried to give him the Diamond Dog. I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. You live, you learn. Okay. Ness, you heal Pooh. Jeff, just defend, you dummy. Paula's back at full health. Diamond Dog used a biting attack, instantly killing Paula. And we're not going to be able to heal her fast enough. No, I've already botched it. Okay, fine. She'll get hurt and collapse. Give her a moment. Does healing Alpha cover healing Strange? I'm going to be safe and try healing Beta. Jeff went back to normal. It's okay. Loud piercing howl does nothing. Paula's back on her feet. Not in great condition, but she's on her feet. Hit it. Hit it with the freeze Omega. Jeff, hopefully the bazooka can't be deflected and kill you. But we're going to test. It's a hypothesis, Jeff. We're going to test it. Okay, big hit, but not killing Jeff. And that should take care of the shield. It's still just howling. Okay. I think we're gonna pull this off. Diamond Dog bit you hard. 177 damage to Boo. We can deal with that. Good thing I restored all those psychic points for this fight. Biting attack, big damage to Jeff, but he didn't go down. Diamond Dog. I like Carbon Dog turning into Diamond Dog. Sorry, Jeff. Little blowback from your own bazooka attack, but you'll be okay. Whoops. It feels like we're close. You defend. You deserve a rest, Jeff. $266 damage. Body solidified. Excellent. It's able to move again, but that's fine. Okay. We'll all just bash because we don't want to take too much damage from the first thing. Also, we're out of options. I just don't want Jeff to get brutalized. Even though he probably wouldn't attack first. Big damage to Ness, which is not great, but smash attack. Diamond Dog became tame. Alright. Excellent. Ness and his friends gained 84,435 experience each. Ness's level is now 72. A multiple of 4. Offense went up by 2. Defense up by 2. Guts up by 2. Vitality up by 2. IQ up by 2. Luck up by 2. Sweet! Maximum hit points went up by 22. That rocks. Maximum psych points up by 10. Jeff's level is now 66. Offense up 1. Defense up 1. Speed up 1. Hit points up 1. Pooh is now level 61. Maximum hit points went up 1. Psychic points up 1. Well, the one for Ness was exciting. What is the final year sanctuary location? Is it like a fossil or something? Just a pool of lava? It's an underground volcano. Ness had the feeling he was being watched by himself as a baby. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of Fire Spring. And now we get to hear the song. I'm turning my headphones up. Feels good. So, we might be on track to put EarthBound to bed next week. Unless there's some really, really long, obnoxious dungeon I'm forgetting about. Hey, it's Puppy King. Going into baby Ness's room, perhaps? Yep. Ness. I think Ness is the right name for him. Ness. He smiled just from hearing his own name. Do you think he likes his name? Try putting that red cap on him. Too big, but it looks good on him. I hope King won't be jealous of the baby. I'm just taking a wild guess at when it's Ness's dad and mom talking. Let's celebrate with some steak. This baby will grow up to be a hard worker just like you. We know that's Ness's dad talking. I don't think he needs to be rich or famous. But I want him to be a thoughtful, strong boy. That's odd. The baby bottle he pointed at seemed to move a little bit. That's probably nothing. Don't need to think about that anymore. Are we in Magi-Can't? We got about 10 minutes. Ness, you've stood on the 8 power spots of the earth. From these, you created Magi-Can't, the realm of your mind. In Magi-Can't, there's beauty, kindness, sorrow, and hatred. Of course, there's an evil and violent side of you. The Sea of Eden sits at the center of those feelings. Okay, maybe there's 2 weeks left, I don't know. Takes you to the truth about yourself. We're getting close to the end at any rate. Ooh, place changes. Hey, it's Tracy.
Brother Ness, the Sea of Eden is at the end of Magi-Can't. Other people can't get close to it. It's a strange place. Is there anything I can do for you?
I think so. Yep. Oh, only Ness is here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we probably don't need the pencil eraser right now.
The pencil eraser? Don't worry, I'll keep it safe. Do you have anything else that you want me to store?
No.
You need anything else from me? No. Well, take care and I'll talk to you later.
Whimper. I lived in your house before you were born. Ness used to be small and weak. I remember when my nephew Charlie was born. My parents still had Eli, our Great Pyrenees. And it's just literally, it was whenever they brought Charlie around, Eli would just like go over and just like sit right next to him the whole time. Because like for dogs, it's alarming. Like, oh my God, this new one is useless. It can't do anything. We need to surround it and protect it from danger.
Oh, Ness, are you tired from traveling on your adventure?
Yes.
If you wish, you could stay here forever. I'll make some steak for you.
Don't want to stay forever though, Mom. You gotta leave the nest eventually. I like how the color changes every time you talk to someone.
Gwinnett was a quiet small town, wasn't it?
Excuse me, rabbit. This is the realm of Magi-Can't, which your mind created. Why don't you explore your mind? Take your time, Ness. Come on into Magi-Can't. Hey, it's Everdrive.
Ness,
Maybe you don't want to hear this, but you remind me of myself when I was young. Can't do anything more for you. Good luck, Ness. I can't do anything more for you, so you might as well just forget about me forever.
Ness, did you learn how to tell what time I'm indicating?
I'm a clock that looks like a stop sign. Look at the sun. Face the sun and smile. Look at the sun, face the sun and smile. Yeah. Oh, so the color changes are specific to who you speak to. That's fun. We'll continue with Magi-Can't next time. I'm just a faint memory. You don't usually remember me, but you've heard my song in the back of your mind. Let's talk to this obvious ATM thing. Welcome to the automatic teller machine. Please select a transaction. I don't need to. Thank you very much. Ness picked up the receiver. Ness, it's your dad. I deposited $46,497 into your bank account. Taking away what you spent, you should now have $223,715 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, 73,074. Oh, your loan, son. Huh. Well, what do you need from me? Record. All done. Oh, your dear old dad was also thinking about hitting the hay for the night. I've created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. You're right, Dad. I should get some sleep. We're a great team, aren't we? Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset. All right? Sure thing, Father. Okay. Where do we go from here? Let me tell you. Tomorrow, I will hopefully have decided what the first vacation streaming thing is. and when it might happen. But that'll happen sometime this week, outside of our normal time slots. That's exciting. Vacation. Then, as far as I know, oh wait, tomorrow. Jeez, tomorrow, in addition to announcing whatever might happen, we'll be playing Dreams in the Witch House. And things are getting dreamy and witchy for poor Walter Gilman. And I don't think I'm spoiling anything. Cedric certainly wasn't spoiling anything for me when he told me. Things are not going to get better for young Walter. So I'm looking forward to seeing what horrors await our hero. It's not the right word, but our guy. He is a good guy. I just don't know that he's a hero. Then, yeah, some kind of thing will happen at some point. Greg assures me the skies are clear for Wednesday. Time will tell, but I'm hopeful that we'll actually get it together and play, I believe, Shredder's Revenge with the DLC. Revisit Shredder's Revenge as we come to the close of Phase 3 of the Greg and James Beat 'em Up project. Then for an interlude before Phase 4, we're going to play Absalom, which doesn't fit the theme of Phase 3, checking in with the big Beat 'em Up series in the 21st century. It's an original property. But we want to play it, so we're going to. It is a Beat 'em Up, after all. And then, I also see, we know of no reason yet why we couldn't do Friday Night Frosthaven, but I've created a tricky situation, because by adding Sid, a fourth player, while also developing a social life myself, in my 40s, I've made it even harder for the stars to align and Friday Night Frosthaven to happen. But I'm optimistic we'll be back, and then before you know it, it'll be next Saturday, and we'll be back here in Magi-Can't, and then from there, I don't remember exactly, but I'm inclined to say we go towards Gigas, and we bring it all home. Or maybe there's one more leg of the journey. I can't remember. We'll find out together next time. All right, sweet. That's it. That's all. That's all there is. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. Well, I stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're exploring Ness's innermost thoughts together, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone.